How you guys doing this good, you say, afternoon? I come across a story that, might really, put you in a very unpleasant mood. And I don't blame you. Now, what's going on with these tech companies? Okay? I mean, what is really going on with these tech companies like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Apple here? Apple is just a company that's been making iPhones and Mac computers and iPod touches and iPads and whatnot. And you also have an app store on their where's it at? Where's it at? Fucking name. Oh, my phone here is an iPhone SE. And on any Apple devices, you have iTunes stores. iTunes, okay? And you have app stores. Just like Google has the Google Play Store, and also it has an app, podcast app and whatnot. So now, when you look at companies like Facebook and Apple and Facebook and Google or whatever you're using. Now, a few years ago, I come across a video on how to stop Apple from tracking you. The phone tracking you. And I learned to do it via the video, and it worked very well when I was using the iPhone 5S, which I liked very much. It's a good phone. But I went from that to a Windows phone. Then I went from Windows phone to a black phone, which the black phone I could just shut down all my shit, protect myself from any kind of a invasion or whatnot. But it was not hackable. But it does it. But it has done its job. So these tech companies have ways of tracking, no matter if you turn off your location or just find a way to figure out how to. But now, when you look at the term tracking, there's a lot of tracking apps on the iPhone and the Android app stores. You could track someone's cell phone number by number. You could track someone by the IP address via your device here. And now, I came across a story on Geek App 2.0, and beware, Google tracks Android and iPhone users, even with location history turned off. Google tracks your minute-by-minute location, like it or not. Now, when I was reading this story last night, I went over at least 3 to almost 5 times to like, are you fucking kidding me? Or are you fucking serious? Okay, are you fucking serious? It says here, Google tracks you everywhere, even if you accidentally tells it to not to. Okay. Every time a service like Google Maps wants to use your location, Google asks for your permission to allow access to your location if you want to use it for, say, navigating. But a new investigation shows that the company does track you anyway. An investigation by the Associated Press revealed that many Google services on the Android and iPhone devices stores records of your location data even when you pause location history on your mobile device. Disabling location history in the privacy settings of Google applications should prevent Google from tracking your every movement, as its shown history page states. You can turn off the location history at any time. With location history off, the place you go are no longer stored. However, AP found that even location history turned off, some Google apps automatically store timestamp location data on users without asking them, eventually misleading its claim. For example, Google stores a snapshot of where you are when you merely open its Maps app. Automatically, daily weather updates on Android phones pinpoint roughly where you are, the AP explains. And some searches that have nothing to do with location, like target chip cookies or kids science kits, pinpoint precise latitude and longitude, accurate to a square foot, and saves it to your Google account. To demonstrate the threat of Google's practice, the AP created a visual map of the movements of Princeton postdoctoral researcher Gunas Akar, who carried an Android smartphone with location history switched off and prevent location data collection. However, the researchers discovered that the map includes records of Dr. Akar's train commute on 2 trips to New York and visits to the Highline Park, the Chester Market, Hell's Kitchen, Central Park, and Harlem. To protect the privacy of Dr. Akar's, the publication did not plot the most telling and frequent marker on the map includes Akar's home address. According to the researchers, these privacy issue affects around, here's the numbers, 2 billion Android users. Okay, that's a lot. And hundreds of millions of iPhone users across the world who rely on Google for maps or research. Google admits tracking users' location. In response to the AP investigation, Google's issued a following statement. There are a number of different ways Google may use location to improve people's experience.
If you're away, if you wouldn't mind me sticking to want to order something, you've been doing it off course. Thank you.
Shit. There are numbers of different ways that Google may use location to improve people's experience, including location history, web and app activity, and through device-level location services. We can provide clear description of these tools and robust controls. Some people turn them on and off and delete their history at any time. Particularly, Google made it entirely clear that Jonathan Mayer, principal researcher and a former chief technologist for the FCC's Enforcement Bureau, argued, if you going to allow users to turn off something called low location history, then all the places where you maintain location history should be turned off. That seems like a pretty straightforward position to have. Here's how to stop Google from tracking your location, ladies and gentlemen. To stop Google from saving timestamp location marker, users need to turn off another setting called Web and App Activity. A setting which enabled by default and stores a variety of information from Google Apps and sites on your Google account. Once disabled, it will not only stop Google from storing location marker, but also prevents the company from storing information generated by searches and other activities. Okay. Number 1. For any device, open your browser, go to myactivity.facebook.com, select Activity Controls from the upper left. Down drop menu, and now turn off both web and app activity and location history. 2. For any Android devices, head straight to the security and location setting. Scroll down to privacy and tap on location. Now you could toggle it off and for the entire device. You can also use app level permissions to disable access to various apps. Okay. For iOS devices, that's for iOS users. If you use Google Maps, go to Settings, Privacy Location Service, and adjust your location settings while using this app. This will prevent the app from accessing your location when it's not active. So, okay, let's see, setting. Okay. All right. Setting. Okay, security. All right, let's see here. Personal data. It's off. Okay, for active apps. Okay, let's see here. So security and okay. All right, let's see here. All right. It's good. Location. Okay, I put it battery saving. Use Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and mobile internet network to determine location. That means no GPS. It's all good. So it means you could go to those settings and you can actually protect yourself from not getting tracked by Google and shit. But if you go to the app permission where the apps would attach to your location, you can turn those off on your Android device or your Apple device, your iOS device. That means you're not tracked, you're good. But also, I do want to recommend 2 apps. And this is very important for me to tell you, okay? Now, on your Apple device, I don't know if you can do this or not. Now, when the black phone came out a few years ago, it had a camera and microphone protect. That means they cannot hack you using your camera or your microphone and whatnot. Now, this is what I do highly recommend. Now, there's an app called, I use it a lot for, and These two apps I highly recommend. Okay, one is camera and microphone. Okay, look. Camera, microphone, blocker. Okay. The red here, it says block. Okay. Now, then hit OK. Now the camera and microphone is blocked. Okay. That means nobody can get into your device and use your microphone or camera to take your picture or listen in and whatnot. That means it is blocked. Hello? Okay, okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Hell yeah. Wow. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. Be cool. Okay. Be cool. He'll like that. Be cool. Well, maybe he picked it up from you without realizing it, because kids do pick up traits from their parents without even realizing it. I posted a picture of my breakfast on Facebook. I made pasta. I made omelet a la queef. It's okified eggs with French fries, olives, cut up ham, and cheese. Because I improvised on using French fries because I couldn't find any potatoes to cook to add up the eggs. So I thought, what's close to a potato? French fries. So I took some French fries, broke them up, threw them in a little bowl. Then I added cut up ham, like the lunch meat ham, and I added olives and then cheese, and then all that stuff, and came out pretty good. I called it omelet a la queef. Wow. Sounds good. Nice. Wow. It's amazing. Wow. Nice. Nice.